Setting. Last week, I spent the week at what they were titling Equip with the clergy sessions or with the ordination track for those that are going through school to want to finish up their classes to get ordained in our Wesleyan church. And we had people from Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Michigan, and then obviously there in Indiana, all down for their classes. They had loaded. They had to take a class the first beginning of the week from Monday to Wednesday morning, and then Wednesday afternoon to Friday. And there was a few sessions for those that were there as clergy, and it was great. It was an opportunity to just rest, relax, and learn a little bit. And so I apologize. Our video wasn't what it typically is and was, and today we are. But hey, I want to remind you that tonight at 6:30 we have Bible study here. We'd love to see you, your friends, your family, your loved ones. Again, 6:30 tonight for Bible study. And then Sunday morning at 10:30 for a worship experience. I love to just worship and to grow with each one of you. So, hey, come on out to 22 East Poplar Street in North Vernon, Indiana, tomorrow night at 6:30 for Bible study, or again, Sunday at 10:30 for worship. And again, I want to remind you, we're going through this book here, 365 Essential Questions from the Bible, a daily devotion. That's really what we're doing. It's not any profound. I just feel like God's really laid me to walk with you on these days. And so today we're talking about blind and deaf servants out of Isaiah 42:19. And the NIV says, "Who is blind but my servant, and a deaf like the messenger I send?" The message in Isaiah 42:18 through 20, again, that's Isaiah 42:18 through 20, was directed toward a truly blessed people. So he's directing it towards people who say, hey, I'm trying to explain something to you, right? The people of Israel and their national leaders, right? So they're trying I mean, we can see that within the church today, hey, the idea of this blind and deaf servants, maybe. But over time, however, they had developed a problem with their ability to see and hear the Lord. And that's us sometimes. We go, go, go. We aren't paying attention, or maybe we're listening to the wrong ear, the wrong words, the wrong thoughts. You see, the problem was that God's servants, the messengers he had chosen to use to communicate salvation to the world, had become spiritually blind and deaf. Maybe that's sometimes we are called to be those messengers and servants, and we become blind and deaf because that's easily to do in this world today. If we're not in the Word, if we're not growing together, if we're not building relationships, and so forth, right? See, as God's own people, the Jews of Isaiah's day had every advantage and privilege over those around them. They had all the privilege. All the privilege. Yet they had become so hard-hearted and complacent toward their God that they could no longer see what he had done for them, or hear what he had to say to them. Wow. Hearts are hardened and they were complacent. Wow. I think that could be some of us sometimes too, right? See, in the New Testament times, God identifies his chosen people as those who follow Jesus Christ. The Apostle Peter wrote to Christians living in his day, you are chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. That's 1 Peter 2:9. God saw the people of Israel. God saw them in the time of the prophet Isaiah in the same way. He saw it the same way. Yet they had become blind to who they were and deaf toward the one who called them his own possession. So as Christians, living in this day and age, in this 21st century. I think the thing that begs the thing is we need to not forget who we are. Can't forget who we are and whose we are. Can't forget that. We don't want to start turning a blind eye and being deaf. We want to see the majesty of what God has in store. When we turn a blind eye and we become deaf to hearing of the word, then we're heading in the wrong direction, and we need to ask God to move in a mighty way. So our devotion this morning again: blind and deaf servants. Who is blind but my servant, and deaf like the messenger I send? Isaiah 42:19. Hey, again, I'd love to see you tonight at 6:30 or Sunday morning for our worship experience at 10:30 a.m. here at 22 East Poplar Street in North Vernon, Indiana 47265. Hey, I love you, and I'm praying for you today.